Hi everyone and welcome to Thrones of Britannia. So, Thrones of Britannia is the latest Total War game released just recently, and I wanted to check it out for a few reasons. I do like the setting, but there are also some major changes in mechanics, which should make it quite a bit different, especially in some regards, compared to pretty much every other Total War game. So, we are going to check it out. I'll do a few episodes and then continue or not, we'll see how it goes. And we are going to play as the Gaelic Kingdoms. So, the year is 878 AD. The Vikings control a lot of territory here. The Viking raids are still ongoing, so there are even more coming in. We got Alfred the Great in Wessex. There are struggles for power in Scotland and Ireland, a lot of Vikings in Scotland and Ireland. There's a lot of fighting overall. And this is where we come in. There are quite a few different choices of factions here, with very different starts, but we are going to play as one of the Gaelic Kingdoms, and we will be starting right here in Ireland. So the challenge here is that we got a central position. The initial challenge will be normal, which is fine by me. I'm by no means a Total War expert, as you probably know, if you are familiar with my channel, but you know what, that's okay. And I think we'll just jump right in. I'm going to leave the difficulty on normal, I think. And here are our traits as the Gaelic Kingdoms. Silence those who question your divine right to rule, own cultural land and defend allies to gain unique bonuses. Plus to loyalty and plus 25% to church influence in all regions. Then we got an annual event. The first sees people gather for games, funerals and even marriage contracts. Get diplomatic bonuses with allies through unique events. To be able to hold the fair, make sure funds are available. We get plus 10 diplomatic bonus towards all Irish factions, and we get excellent mid to high tier sword infantry, including unique Gallowglass infantry and exceptional javelin infantry. Here are the victory objectives, but we'll get into those a little bit later. So, let's get started, shall we? Yes, let's.
Your father, as our king, dreamed of a united Ireland. But his vision was never realized. Now your brethren in the north hold the high kingship, and you must wait your turn. But the arrival of the Viking foreigners brings opportunity. Their strength could be yoked to your cause. With them by your side, you can fulfill your father's dream whilst claiming the high kingship for your line. One throne will rule Ireland. It is your destiny to be king.
I like how that intro kind of suggests what direction you should go in, but you don't have to do that.
Whether the Vikings fight by your side or stand against you, you must make all others kneel. Through strength and wisdom, you can unite Ireland under your rule. One of your armies is garrisoned in the capital, ready to defend it if necessary. Your other army only awaits the order to attack the rebel army in the northeast. Secure your borders by wiping out the rebels, and then prepare for war.
Alright, so like I mentioned, there are a few major changes. Hold that thought. So here's our first mission, eliminate the rebels. I think you get that as most of the factions, regardless of who you start with, at least in this game. Anyway, there are some major mechanic changes. One of the biggest ones is how recruitment works. There is now a global pool, and when you recruit a unit, it appears in your army instantly. However, it will have very low health, and you'll have to wait for it to replenish. And since there's a global pool, you can't just pull an army out of nowhere. You have to wait for your units to replenish. There's no way around that. That's always going to be a thing. And the other major change is the way public order works, and the way revolts work. I'm actually quite excited about this one, because I never liked the way it worked in previous games. Like in Total War Warhammer, it was actually beneficial to let your provinces rebel and then just farm them for gold and experience. Which was kind of broken, to be honest, and it felt way too gamey. But here, there's a chance for the revolt to happen, based on how low your public order is. Right now, our public order is in the positives, so I can't really show you. Or rather, I could show you by raising the tax temporarily. So we could do that. If I raise the tax to maximum, I think it's still going to be in the positives. Well, let's see. It's at 0 right now. Okay, so I can't show you right now, which is fine. And you know what? I might actually keep the tax at maximum. Because our public order is still fine, we can always just lower the tax a little bit later. So, there's also no active trade going on, as in, you don't have to sign trade agreements with your neighbors or whatever, it just kind of happens on its own. Which can be a good thing or a bad thing. I wasn't really ever a fan of having to try getting trade agreements all the time. It could be a little bit tedious trying to get them. So that's another major change. I think that's going to be it for now. There are other big changes, like the way research works. As you can see right here, we can't just start researching something right away. We have to first fulfill the requirements to actually be able to research these things to begin with. So for example, to research melee specialists and unlock recruitment of raider swordsmen and kern axemen, we have to recruit 10 sword and or axe infantry units. And every single tech in here has such a requirement. Here we have to attack another army 10 times, raise a general to rank 10, recruit 10 cavalry units, research warrior society, yeah, obviously not going to do that right now, win 5 siege battles, recruit 10 bow, crossbow or skirmisher units. So yeah, as you can see, there are all kinds of requirements here. We'll probably go with melee specialists, but we'll see. We also have civic, so these also have all their own requirements. So that's definitely one of the major changes here. So another important part is our faction tree, which looks quite neat. And one of the things that you have to keep an eye on here is loyalty. So right now we don't really have any loyalty problems, but it can be an issue, especially with some factions. There are also estates, which you can grant to your followers to increase their loyalty, but at the same time you will also increase their influence. It might not be a good idea to have a follower with a much higher influence than yours, so that's something to keep in mind. I don't think we're going to actually do anything here right now, because it doesn't really make any sense to do anything. Alright, let's actually engage the rebel army to get into a fight. They don't have a whole lot of units. Alright, let's go then. There are a few changes in battle as well. Yeah, this is not the strongest rebel army I've ever seen. Okay, so current weather dry, that is fine. So first, let's actually position our units to begin with. We do have some cavalry, and as you can already see maybe, cavalry is much more spaced out here. While infantry is exactly the opposite. They are very close to each other. It might seem like a small thing, but it definitely has an impact on actual battles. Also, most if not all infantry units have the shield castle ability, which gives them plus 40 missile block chance. That makes archers not nearly as overpowered as they used to be in other Total War games. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Having said that, archers are still strong. They are just not ridiculously overpowered. Okay, so what do we actually have here? We got infantry, we got spear infantry, we got skirmishers, alright then. Well, this is not exactly a huge army, but that's fine.
Where's the fight?
And cavalry on the sides. Here's our cavalry. Okay then. And more importantly, the unit with our actual general. Alright, we'll do it like this for now. And we can move forward in that formation.
Infantry. Use them to harass and outflank the enemy.
Are they actually moving? Oh, also, AI does seem to be a little bit smarter. Having said that, you can still position your army in the corner of the map, and AI will just charge you like that. But if you don't want to chase battles in that manner, AI does seem to be smarter in these battles, so I quite like that part. Alright. So I actually have a recording overlay up here, which makes it slightly unfortunate. So let's speed things up a little bit while we move into position. And we'll move closer to them because they don't seem to be very eager to move towards us. What do they actually have in here? Let's see, spearmen, some horsemen, horse riders, and javelin men. Alright.
Cavalry!
Let's try to encourage them a little bit. We can send our skirmishers first.
Bring it on!
So the javelin men. Oh, now they are actually backing up. Okay. Interesting.
We are the Gael!
Well then. Let's move a little bit closer.
Hurry up there! Drive those horses! Press clean eye!
I'm sure they will engage us soon enough. If not, we'll start attacking them from range. And they will have to respond to that. There we go, now they are moving. Okay then.
Javelins!
So hold on, we only have 2 proper infantry units. Which is not a whole lot. Let's put them into good use, shall we? Okay, that will do. The idea is to charge with our cavalry from the side or even from the back. We'll see about that. I'm a little bit wary of their cavalry.
Javelins!
Well, we are attacking with the javelin men.
Take cover!
I think it's best if we charge them ourselves, because they will not move towards us with their javelin men. That just doesn't make any sense. Yep, I think it's best if we charge them. And move a bit closer with our cavalry here.
Javelins! Let's get to it!
There you are. Let's move a bit closer. Yeah, these guys are all the way in the back, actually. Way too far.
Ready! Now!
Don't charge them with our general just yet. That could end rather poorly.
Cavalry full gallop!
Okay, now they are charging us, that's fine. With their spearmen. We'll engage the spearmen and we'll try to engage the javelin men. Meanwhile, we can also shoot the horsemen riders. The horsemen will likely charge us as soon as we engage the other unit.
Javelins!
I fully expect that to happen.
And fire! Ride hard!
You know what, let's try to keep them busy with our own horsemen while we kill the spearman unit.
Cavalry!
That seems reasonable,
We're ready!
because these are actually skirmishers, while they have melee cavalry, elite melee cavalry even.
Let's get
So, our general.
See! They flee before our might!
Yep, the spearman is already getting away. We can engage him with our general's unit.
Spearmen! Javelin! We are the
Actually, no, let's go back into a proper formation.
Devil take the hindmost! Sons of the Morrigan!
We are not done just yet.
Spearmen! End them! Who's for
Would be nice to engage the riders over here. Here, that should do it. I don't think they will get away.
drive those horses!
Yep, we got them. And now we can attack from the back. They are pretty much screwed.
Loose missiles!
The battle is turning in our favor.
You think so? Yeah, I would say it's turning in our favor, just a little bit. Having said that, that was an easy one. We had a significant advantage and the enemy general is dead. They are pretty much done here. Alright. Victory. Not that I expected anything else. This is more or less a tutorial battle, that's pretty much what it is. Let's see if we can finish them off. The cavalry will definitely get away, but that's fine. We can probably finish off the javelin men. Yep, we definitely can. Let's use maximum speed here. Here, done. We lost 76, we killed 210 out of 255 deployed. So now we have a choice. We can ransom and release captives, we'll get 60 gold. We can take on warriors for some unit replenishment. And we can kill captives. Let's ransom and release to get a little bit of gold. Can't go wrong with gold. Enemy killed in battle, yes, I'm aware. So, let's see what else we can do. Oh, we leveled up. So now, we can pick a follower. I'll probably go for campaign movement range, because that's always a good thing to start with, regardless of which Total War game you're playing. Campaign movement range is always a useful thing to have. Alright, yep, we'll pick that up. And that's basically it.
The men are eager to get to it.
So,
All ready?
what about our other army? It's not much of an army. We got elite melee cavalry in here, and levy spear infantry. Now, every unit consumes food, and quite a lot of it sometimes. Food is actually extremely important in this game, because if you lose a province that's producing most of your food, you will be in trouble.
What we do best.
They'll fall before
On the other hand, if you can take a province that's generating most of the food for your enemy, that can easily cripple him. We can actually see how much food each unit is consuming by checking them out here. There should be some info about that. Yeah, 10 food. We can see here. So this guy, for example, takes 50 gold and 10 food. Each one of these units requires 10 food. So that's something to keep in mind for sure. Now, let's check our provinces. We can build a few things. Probably a good idea to focus on food production. Because the more food we have, the bigger army we'll be able to field. So, yep, let's upgrade that. We can check the province view like this. Okay, yep, more food upgrades. We'll get a slightly bigger garrison here. Minus 15 as opposed to minus 10 food production, that's fine. I think we're good for now. We'll also need gold for obvious reasons, and we have a silver mine in here. That will definitely come in handy. Now, do you want to be aggressive? I think we should be aggressive. I see no reason not to, but we could recruit some more units before we go on the offensive. So first we need to go back into the settlement, and then we can recruit. So I would like to get more proper infantry, because we only really have 2 units. So, we got 1700 gold. Some of these are pretty damn expensive, but they are also pretty good. Elite sword infantry, 810. That's a little bit too much. We got some axemen. Also some bow infantry. Yes, so like I said, archers are not nearly as overpowered as they were in many other Total War games, but that's not to say they are useless. They obviously are not useless. 270 for skirmisher cavalry. I think I'll pass for that. Let's get some basic spear infantry. I don't want to go overboard with recruitment. But I also don't want to fill my army with weakest possible units. So, if we want to focus on melee units here, then we need to recruit 10 sword or axe infantry units. Or we can focus on the spearmen, one or the other. But we should probably focus on one of them. If we get 10 sword and or axe infantry units, we'll be able to unlock recruitment of raider swordsmen and kern axemen. So I would definitely like that. But these guys are not exactly cheap. 270 for cheapest swordsman. Alright, we'll get these 2. Spear raiders. And 1 bow infantry. Here, that will do. So that leaves us with 745. That's reasonable. And that's our turn done, more or less. Probably a good idea to wait to replenish a little bit. And we will replenish faster when we are garrisoned in a settlement. Okay, they are actually moving in. Oh, they attacked us, really? Well, I don't know what exactly he's thinking, attacking us with that, but whatever. So, I suppose this won't be a very hard engagement. Let's keep our low health units in the back, I wouldn't want to lose those. When we only just recruited them, that would be pretty bad. Our other guys can handle this fight just fine. I'm not even going to do anything fancy here, we'll just move in and crush them. What do they have in here? Skirmisher cavalry and elite melee cavalry. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Swordsmen!
We can move in a little bit closer.
Swiftly now, men! Cavalry! Give your orders! Send the volley!
The enemy tremble before our superior numbers.
Yeah. Alright, let's just charge them.
Cavalry full gallop!
Preferably with our actual cavalry. I don't think we'll catch them on foot. These are skirmishers. The other unit is elite melee cavalry.
Right then!
Yep, now they are moving in, so let's back up slightly.
Spearmen!
And move into a more defensive position.
Missile attack! Cavalry! Full gallop! To battle!
Our
Here,
general
charge
is
them.
under attack.
Drive hard! Cry now!
Alright, yep, they are going down.
Sons
We
of
can
the
just charge them from the back. Attack with everything.
Shifting up now! Raiders!
We might as well move a little bit closer with the other dudes, but I don't think I will be actively engaging with them.
Who's for a
They need more health. Actually, let's maybe harass the skirmishers a little bit more.
General is dead.
And enemy general is dead. Not that I really expected anything else in here.
strike now!
Let's just speed things up. They are not going anywhere. And we win, obviously. I don't think we can finish him off, he's too fast for us. Or maybe not. No, he will get away, that's fine. We can see how many kills we got on each unit. That can be quite useful. So, ransom and release will get 30, that's fine by me. Now we should watch our public order, because I'm keeping taxes at maximum. Which can backfire rather quickly. Here, enemy killed in battle. New objective. Okay, eliminate rebels. +5, or internal stability for 5 turns. Yes, +5 in all regions. +50% unit replenishment for all armies. Oh, that's nice. Legitimacy. +1 loyalty for all characters, +2 melee skill for all units in all armies, alright?
The men are eager to
So
get
here's our health. I think I'd rather wait one more turn to replenish a bit more. Oh, and we should probably check diplomacy. Let's see. So, who do you want to stay friendly with? That's a good question. Well, I don't know about that. Alright, so how about we try to stay friendly with other Gaelic kingdoms? And maybe we could focus on the Vikings. We can also try to get the Vikings to fight with us, but I think I'd rather fight against them, to be honest. So let's have a look. We can try to get Declaration of Friendship here. Current proposal sufficient, alright? So they will accept. Let's get a few more, shall we? We already have Declaration of Friendship with these guys. Let's see.
You're a welcome sight. What can I do for you?
Sufficient.
All right, then.
I'll go for that. Who else? Melodramatic. This man can never let things go. Everything can be an opportunity for a drama when he is involved. Yeah, okay. All diplomatic events have a higher impact than normal.
You're here now.
Yeah, alright,
So
that's
spit it
fine.
out.
Current proposal, insulting. Well, we could give him some gold, but I don't think I really want to. I'll pass, thanks. Alright, I think this will be enough for now, actually. What about this guy?
presence is
All about
unwelcome.
gold. Larger
So let's
influence
get
of
down
money
to it.
offered with diplomatic deals, okay. And he's also aggressive. And dependable in a fight. Okay, so how about we give him some gold here? Offer payment. So how about now? Yep, still insulting. Insulting. 1000, still insulting. Okay, never mind then. Alright, this will do for now. So. Right, we obviously can't do any research yet. How's our public order? Do we lower our taxes yet? No, we're fine. +6 public order. So we can keep our taxes at maximum. I'm going to wait one more turn and replenish. Because half of our army is at half health. Because we only just recruited them.
The men are eager to get to it.
We can still get some building upgrades. I can't quite upgrade the silver mine. That will require over 2000 gold. So how about we save up 2000 gold? Sounds good to me. We almost have 2000 already. The coastal conflict. You have received word that the Viking Sea Kings within Delphin to our east have been mustering their forces for war. The most likely target for their unwarranted aggression is the Kingdom of Brega. We could potentially intervene in this conflict and secure access to the coast for ourselves. What should we do? Intervene and attack Delphin? Attack Brega? Don't get involved. Interesting. Well, I don't want to get involved, actually. Alright, so let's intervene and attack Delphin. Are we strong enough? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Here. So, war declared. This should be interesting. Well, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so Delphin is right here. I guess we should go there now. Hopefully our army will be strong enough.
For the glory of the Gaels.
Only one way to find out. We did just finish recruiting quite a lot of troops. They are not quite at full strength yet, though. Well, this could be quite interesting.
We can't.
We could wait one more turn, but I don't know if I want to. What's their strength rating anyway? Let's take a look. 9. Okay, strength rank 9. And what's ours? 14. Okay. Well, could be interesting. We don't have any military allies, unfortunately. Alright, let's wait one more turn and see what they are going to do. I want to see if they are going to make a move. Now, how about we upgrade that mine? Sounds good to me. If they don't make a move, we will still go. Yep, they are coming. Now we should have almost full strength. Oh yeah, he wants to attack one of our settlements. That makes sense. Especially when there's just a crappy garrison in there. And nothing else. Alright.
None shall stand against us.
Well, we can move in there.
No.
We can't actually attack him. He has a lot of units. This could be an interesting fight. I'm glad we waited
On the warpath.
for replenishment. Alright, well, we'll move into the settlement. And we'll see what he's going to do. I don't think he's close enough to attack the provincial capital. Any more upgrades? Well, not really. We got 2000 gold right now.
The men are eager to get.
Let's start recruiting some more units in our other army. Definitely a good idea. And if we want to unlock the melee specialist tech, we should focus on infantry and axemen. They are not exactly cheap, but here, that's going to be our focus. Hold on a moment. 765, that is expensive. But these guys are so much better, just look at the stats on the left. Obviously, it is an elite sword infantry. It makes sense that they are better. Still, that's a little bit too expensive for my taste. Let's not go overboard. This will be enough. And we need to watch our food. Because again, each unit consumes 10 food. However, that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to continue in the next one. Let me know what you think about Thrones of Britannia so far. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.